Jesus and Akhlia.
Việc số lượng khủng.
Bạn mình có cả kho. Tại vì đã không image testing rồi. Trong phút mi hiện research technology đó cứ đã chung cổ đồ nam tay trong nẹt rồi đó. Trong kho ấy nó cứ nhầm nẹt của kho trời thì miền bản phải ở chạy tông đồng bán mình một chia research technology lắm. Như miền sợ bỏ tiền nhẹ tới.
Ba là khổ.
Ok, quạt trô màu. Quạt trô màu đó. Toàn ok, hai Antoine.
Hi, hello.
Sorry, I speak Khmer, so I think you don't attend class today, but now you join, okay? So I can speak English.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, but I'm so sorry that my course I explained in Cambodian, so maybe it's difficult to change to English right now. But my content are in English, so I think you can catch the main points. However, if you have any question, you can ask me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now I like to share the. Okay, I will finish this presentation a little bit. Okay, wait 2 minutes. I will finish it and I will share the screen. Now I'm finished, so I share the screen to you. Screen. Yeah. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now let me start. So I think for the Cambodian student, they will all know about me because I have taught since last year about the course human computer interaction. And this year you meet me again on subject research technology and image processing. So I can just brief background of my biographies. You can see here. Here I graduated the high school in 2004, and then I start to continue bachelor degree at ITC from 2004 to 2010. I have a 2 degree. First degree is called technician degrees. In French it's called DEUT. And in a diploma Université Technicien. And then I continue to study bachelor degrees, engineer, from 2007 until 2010. After that, I continue my master degrees at Chobe University in South Korea from 2010 to 2012. After that, I come back to work at ITC at Department Physics, and until 2016, I have applied for my PhD degree, and I just graduated my doctoral degree at University of Mons in Belgium on 1st October this month. Just graduate, recently graduated my doctoral degrees. And for my contact, you can, if you have any question or you have any problem, you can email to me in this email, or if you can want to meet face to face, you can go to my room or my office at building F, room 0307. I have create a group for our course. I rename it as ITC.OM 2021-22. So this group, because you with me both the subject research technology and also image testing, so you can communicate in this group in Telegram. But if you during my lecture or my presentation, you can ask me in Cambodian if you feel that you cannot catch my English or what I talk. So you can ask me in Cambodian. So I will try to translate or to interpret. So at least just interpret to English if possible, in order for other people they can understand my lesson. However, my lesson is explained in Cambodian, so I think maybe not have much problem. But for foreign student, maybe we can just follow the content, not the explanation. So in this case, as I told you, that if you have some question, you can ask me, because maybe some point you just read, maybe you don't understand much, or you can communicate with me in Telegram. It's okay. So now I will present about the outline of the course. Okay, I will talk about introduction, outcome, objective, overall lecture, required knowledge, and assessment method. We go to the course description. Okay, this course, research methodologies, it would like to introduce students to systematic investigation. It means we will know about the scientific method for conducting research, and students can also learn the concept and can review of the published article, paper, or journal, or we can say they can understand about literature review, how to review the article or the published article, and how to collect data. And the last is aim to guide for research presentation in scientific way. It means that after you conduct a research and then you have a result, so how can you present your result or your research in scientific way? Because it is not planned as a normal presentation. It is called scientific, is the keyword of research. For objective, I would like to provide you abilities to formulate a scientific problem, such as you can analyze result with appropriate methods, and also you can present your result in a scientific manner. And it also gives you knowledge about what's different between qualitative method and quantitative method. At this point, you will study in lesson 1, and you know how different between this method. Next, you can know about literature review. Okay, what is literature review? It means you can read the article, the published paper or journal in order to get the main point of their research. What did they do, and what is the result that they have produced? And then you can go deeper to write your own article. It means that you conduct a research and then you start to write your article in order to publish for other people to read your result or your research. And the last, it can focus on ethical consideration in relate to your research project or your work that you want to focus on it. Okay, now, okay, do you still hear me? It's okay? Put your lư thế này.
Lư hiện tịch.
Lư hiện sao vậy?
Chám nhung đã sẽ lên pênh.
Đã lên pênh với nhung đã cá nó phải thì lấy nhung phùngនៅអូតាពង quarantine ណាចង់អត់បានទៅផ្ទះខ្ញុំ internet ណាមួយវាយឺតផង because now I'm quarantine at hotels and the internet connection is not good. That's why maybe you hear me is not clearly, but I think you can increase your volume. And if you have any question during my talk, you can ask me immediately. តែវាយើងមិនមានសំណួរអីពេលខ្ញុំបង្ហាញទៅយើងអាចសួរជំរាបបានអីមិនចាំបាច់ដល់ខ្ញុំនិយាយចប់បានយើងសួរក៏បានដែរ
លោកគ្រូសុំសួរមួយនៅពេលដែលលោកគ្រូ explain មេរៀនលោកគ្រូនិយាយអង់គ្លេសក៏និយាយខ្មែរលោកគ្រូ
ខ្មែរទេដូចខ្ញុំបានប្រាប់ចឹងគឺមេរៀនខ្ញុំបរៀនហ្នឹងគឺ content ជាអង់គ្លេសតែខ្ញុំយកជាខ្មែរ
ចុះសម្រាប់ Anthony វិញលោកគ្រូលោកគ្រូអាចបញ្យល់ជា2ដងបានអត់មួយជាខ្មែរហើយម្ដងទៀតបញ្យល់ជាអង់គ្លេសឲ្យគាត់ដូចគ្រូផ្សេងដែរ
ដោយសារអានេះវាជា online ហើយ content ហ្នឹងខ្ញុំរៀបហើយខ្ញុំបញ្យល់ជាខ្មែរអស់ហើយឥឡូវដោយសារថាអត់មានពេលដើម្បីបញ្យល់ឡើងវិញជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសពួកយើងចាប់ដើមខុសហើយអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំអត់មានcontent ហ្នឹងរៀបជាអង់គ្លេសនិយាយជាអង់គ្លេសទេបើសិនខ្ញុំបញ្ចូលជាអង់គ្លេសខ្ញុំត្រូវចំណាយពេលថតឡើងវិញទាំងអស់អញ្ចឹងដូចបបពិសោធន៍យើងហ្នឹងគ្រូផ្សេងគាត់និយាយអង់គ្លេសគាត់បរៀនមិនមែន online គាត់រៀនគាត់បញ្ចូលជាអង់គ្លេសមកមេរៀនគាត់ហ្នឹង
សម្រាប់លោកគ្រូផ្សេងគាត់អង់គ្លេសហ្នឹងគ្រូ
តែមេរៀនគាត់មិនមែន online មេរៀនគាត់គាត់យកមកគាត់បរៀនមកត្រូវគឺគាត់ដាក់ online ដែរ
គាត់បរៀនតាម Microsoft Teams ចឹងណាលោកគ្រូ
ប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំចង់ជែកថាមេរៀនគាត់ក៏មានថតទុកមុន
អត់មានផង
អូខេគាត់ថតទុកមុនគាត់បញ្ចូលជាអង់គ្លេសអាហ្នឹងគាត់អាចធ្វើបានដោយសារថាគាត់អត់ត្រូវការចំណាយពេលដើម្បីថតឡើងវិញគឺគាត់ដល់មកគាត់បរៀន content ហ្នឹងយកតែម្ដងចំពោះខ្ញុំអត់បរៀនចាំអីគឺខ្ញុំបរៀន online គឺខ្ញុំ ដាក់ content ហើយព្រៀនបញ្ចូលឲ្យអស់ហើយចូលក្នុងថ្នាក់យើង discussion ស្របរៀនរបស់ខ្ញុំឆ្នាំ4អញ្ចឹងណាខ្ញុំអត់ព្រៀនមេរៀនឡើងវិញទេបើមានសំណួរយើងអាចសួរខ្ញុំ
ចឹងលោកគ្រូម៉ោងហ្នឹងយើងមុននឹងចូលយើងត្រូវមើល e-learning មុនសិនលោកគ្រូ
ហ្នឹងហើយដូចយើងនិយាយឆ្នាំទី4អញ្ចឹង Okay, this course it is different from other course maybe because I focus on online learning. It means that you have to study the lesson before you start the class. It means that if next week you study lesson 1, so you have to study the lesson 1 before my class start. And you also do answer the question on discussion. For example, lesson 1, I have 5 questions. Lesson 2, 5 questions. So before we start each lesson, you have to answer all the questions. We do like this because you have to, when you start the class, I don't teach you, I don't explain you again. I just let you ask question about the lesson. If you have some point that you don't understand or you listen and you not clearly about my explanation, you can ask me again, or you can ask me to explain more about each point that you don't understand. So the objective of this course and also image processing, you have to study by yourself first before the class, because in class I don't teach, I don't explain the all content in the lesson. I just answer your question and also do a discussion. It's been divided into group, divide into a group, for example 7 or 6 or 8 group. It depends on the number of students. In each group you have to answer all question in each lesson, and after you answer you can write your answer on the message in Microsoft Teams, and then you answer all the questions that you have discussed, and other team just listen and they will take turn to answer their own answer until the last group. And after that I will give you a feedback if you have some problem or if you have I want something to add about your answer. So my teaching methodology is like this. It's not explained as other lecturer.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I think you get it. So it's good that we have to talk before we start the class. That's why this week, this section, I just explain you overall, and then we will talk about the problem or talk about other things that we want to, suggestion or something that we can solve in order to understand this lesson. អញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ពួកយើងសិស្សខ្មែរយើងអាចបើសិនជាករណីខ្ញុំបញ្យល់យើងនិយាយទៅជាភាសាយើងខ្លះយើងជាមានបរទេសអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំត្រូវនិយាយអង់គ្លេសហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចពេលខ្លះយើងគិតថាអត់ច្បាស់អីយើងអាចសួរខ្ញុំជាខ្មែរបានខ្ញុំអាចបញ្យល់យើងជាខ្មែរបានហើយបើសិនជានេះខ្ញុំនឹងអាចបកប្រែទៅជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសដើម្បីគាត់អាចយល់ដែរពួកអីពេលយើងមានសំណួរហើយគាត់អត់ដឹងអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំត្រូវសួរយើងជាឆ្លើយប្រាប់យើងជាអង់គ្លេសដើម្បីគាត់អាចយល់បានបើមិនខ្លះគាត់មានសំណួរដូចយើងដែរអញ្ចឹងទៅកុំឲ្យខាតពេលយើងសួរដដែលអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចសួរសំណួរមួយហ្នឹងគឺឆ្លើយស្រាប់អស់គ្នាទៅមិនមែនថាយើងអ្នកសួរសំណួរនេះអ្នកផ្សេងទី2សួរសំណួរដូចគ្នាអ្នកទី3ដូចគ្នាអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំអត់ចូលចិត្តរបៀបហ្នឹងទេ Okay, for the question I think if you have the same question, so you should pay attention that your your classmate have asked this question before, so you have to pay attention on this. Because I don't answer the same question, it means I cannot answer 3 times. It's a maximum I can answer only 2 times, but not 3 times. So you have to pay attention if someone asks the question. And the question, you don't worry, I will interpret in English. If they ask me in Cambodian, I will interpret in English, and I also answer in English. If they feel not much understanding, I can explain more in Cambodian. But for you, if you think that my explanation still don't understand, you can ask me more about this.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. អូខេ អញ្ចឹងពួកយើងមានសំណួរអីទៀតទេបន្តទៀតឬក៏យើងសួរសំណួរសិនអត់មានសំណួរអីអត់មានសំណួរអីអញ្ចឹងយើងបន្តទៀតចាឥឡូវពួកយើងលឿនទេ
លោកគ្រូថ្ងៃហ្នឹងយើងចូលធ្វើអាមេរៀនទី1ហ្មងឬក៏មិនលោកគ្រូ
អត់ទេថ្ងៃហ្នឹងយើងអត់តន់ទៀតមានទី1ទេមានទី1ចាំទឹកក្រោមថ្ងៃហ្នឹងខ្ញុំគ្រាន់តែបញ្ចូលថាមេរៀនយើងមានអីរៀនពីអីអញ្ចឹងហើយខ្ញុំដាក់ assessment វាមិន
បាទអរគុណលោកគ្រូ
Okay, now we can continue. If you have question, you can ask me anytime. Now we talk on outcome. It means after you study this course, you will be able to define a research problem and question. You can design a research pathway, how to make your own research. You can review other researchers' articles. There are a lot of articles that you can review. And you also can collect that data. Is can say that they have a method of data collection. We will know about this. And the important point is you can write article for publication. I think that other subject you just study and apply, but for this subject, it's just for focus on research. It is the main objective is for writing article and publish your article. It's very important. But I'm not require you to publish your article to any conference or any journal. I just want you to know how to write and how to publish, but not by requirement. It's not for you accept for the publication. So it means that you just read at the researcher article which relate to our field, IT. So you just read and then you just present that article. Okay, that's enough. It means just one student have to read one article and then they make presentation about this article. And so you will know how to present. Okay, the last point is mean I will teach you how to present the research work in scientific way. So you can present about other researchers work. So you can present because this presentation is not normal as the presentation for your study in last year or other presentation. In here we focus much on the word scientific. Because research is meant related to scientific way, not the normal way. Okay, now move to lecture overview. Okay, we have 8 lesson. Okay, such as we have introduction to research and defining research problem until the guideline for research presentation. We have 8 lesson. So each lesson it will take only 2 hours. So it means 8 lesson is equal 16 hour, and our cost is totally is 32 hour. So I will reserve 4 hour for midterm and final, and the rest we will reserve as a presentation. So I think it is enough a time for complete our course. I'll move on to teaching method. For here, I will lecture. Lecture is online learning. It means you have to study by yourself, and you have to make a question, or you have to note which point that you want to ask me, or which point that you want me to explain more about that. So you have to note. If you don't ask me, or you don't tell me during the class, so I don't know which point you don't understand. So I cannot explain you from the beginning until the end of each lesson. And then we have homework. Homework is can regard as I'm not sure that I have more homework, but for the what I have make sure is assignment. Assignment, it means that I have discussion question, 5 question each lesson. You discuss in the class, and after your discussion, you can submit your discussion into the system. This means can be here, can be at MS Team system. So you can submit your assignment, and each assignment has deadline only 1 week. It means it will be before the start class, it means before the new lesson start. For example, assignment for lesson 1. So you have 1 week before a new lesson start. And we study on Monday. So normally I will set deadline at midnight on midnight Sunday. So on Monday I don't want you to do more, because if you still do assignment or with the new lesson, maybe you will be a bit messy, or you will feel not comfortable. Another part is talk about presentation. In presentation here, as I told you, that you have to read an article that you want to read, or you would like to know about it. So you just decide which article. Just tell me the title of the article. For example, research on network, or research on algorithm, or for the tool, or other stuff, or other thing. So you just say the title of the article or of the publication, and you submit it. I will create the online form to submit your title, and you have to submit also the paper that you have download and read with your title. And then the last step, you have to make a presentation. It means oral presentation to present your reading article. So it is, I think you can, if you have time, you can start from now, but if not, maybe you can start from next week. And in my experience, if you delay to find the article, maybe you will have less time to make your reading, to analyze, and also to explain about their own from another research. It's been from your reading article. So if you start from now or next week, maybe you have enough time to read and also to make oral presentation. And the most important point, you have midterm exam and final exam. Here I talk about scoring methods. In this case, we have attendance. Attendance is we join the class 10%. If you absent, okay, we reduce by your absent. If you don't absent, we will get the full score. Class activity participation, it means that you discuss with your group to answer the question. So you will get this score. You discuss, you answer, and then you share your answer to other classmates. And so want to talk about assignment. Okay, assignment, I have told you that you submit assignment each week for each lesson. You have 15%. And another assessment like presentation, you have 20%. Midterm and final is the same score, 20%. So in total, you will get 100%. And for my experience, I have known that some students, they just attend the class. It means they just online. I see you online attend the class, but in fact, they don't study. They just online, but they go away or they do other stuff. So in this case, I will call attendance 2 times per section. First time I will call attendance beginning of the class, and then maybe at any time I will call attendance again in order to make sure you are here. And for the answer the question for the discussion, I recommend all of each member in the group should answer at least one question. In this case, I want to make sure that all of you are still in the class, not go away from your computer or from your phone. In short, it means you just online, but you don't stay in front of your laptop or on your telephone. And just remark, this is just a remark for me, my course, it means if you miss midterm or final exam, so you will consider as fail, okay, even your score is more than 50%, but my case is you absent for taking midterm or final exam, so you will be failed automatically. Okay, and this one is okay. Let's talk about the class management. So we start the class normally at 3:10 p.m. If you late 15 minutes, so I will mark you as late. I will count after I call the attendant, so I will mark that. I will think it is the start think time. If you late after this time 15 minutes, so I will mark you as late 1 time. And if you late 2 times, it's equal 1 absent. And if you late more than 15 minutes, you can join the class, but I will mark you as absent. So if I mark you as absent, you will affect with the score attendance score and also class participation. So make sure that you are on time and you participate with other students. And for the homework assignment and okay, it is not project, it is presentation, you can submit on MS Teams. Here it is the resource. We have 2 books, and I have already uploaded the all reference in MS Teams, so you can download it. The first book is called Practical Research Method, and another book is called Fundamental of Research Methodology and Statistics. And you have other book that I have uploaded, so you can see if you feel that you want to find something more detailed. Okay, I think easy not yet. Okay, now do you have any question until now? Could you give me some lưu ý?
No, not for me.
Okay, nàoមានសំណួរខ្ញុំសួរបាទ
លោកគ្រូពេលយើង submit ជាមួយក្រុមហ្មងឬក៏ submit ម្ដងម្នាក់នៅក្នុងនេះហ្នឹង
នៅក្នុង team នេះ submit ម្នាក់ឯង
អូ
Okay, in MS Team you can submit your assignment or your presentation individual. Okay, nowមានសំណួរអីទៀតទេ If you have any question, okay, please ask me. I can explain you. ទីយើងមានសំណួរយើងអាចសួរខ្ញុំបន្តមកគ្រូខ្ញុំនឹកឃើញថាអីត្រូវថែមទៀតខ្ញុំអាចថែមបាន
Yes, maybe just to clarify just a little bit. So we pick up one subject, right? We read the article and then we submit to you the title and the article.
Yeah. It means that you have to find only one article and then you read and you just submit the title of the article. I will create an online form to submit. Okay, I can summarize you. First step, you find an article and then you write the title of your article in the online file. After that, you read your article. You try to understand about that article. After the last step, you have to create an oral presentation. It will cover on the article that you have read. You have to present from each which mean from their abstract until their result. And the method how to present this article we will study at the last chapter or the last lesson.
So for shortly, so we need to make a presentation of the article.
Yeah.
Okay, which the presentation explain what's the purpose of the article, right?
Yeah. What is it mean you will talk about what is the article talk about and what is their method and what is the result.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thì bây giờ Namមានសំណួរអីទៀតទេ Okay, អ្នកផ្សេងនេះមានសំណួរអីទេបងនេះ
លោកគ្រូសុំសួរមួយដូចវីដេអូអីហ្នឹងយើងលេងធ្វើដូចការមុនដូចមានmodel អីទៀតយើងមានដូចវីដេអូនៅក្នុង MS Team ហ្មងទៅយកមកមើលហ្មងឬមិន
For watching video lesson because this subject is not required to operate with a Moodle, so you can watch directly in MS Team. You can download or you can watch online. It's up to you. So I don't have a score for controlling your watching. It means you can watch lesson online or offline. So you can download the video and you can watch anytime that you want. But just for my suggestion, you have to make sure that you have watched the lesson before my class start for each lesson. As I told you, for example, if next week we study lesson 1, so you have to watch my video lesson 1 before my class start. And also you have to answer all the question in discussion, because each lesson I make 5 questions for discussion. So you have to make sure that you have answer all the question in order to discuss with other students when we studying in class.
លោកគ្រូសុំសួរមួយតកតងជាមួយនឹង discussion យើងអត់បែងចែក team ដូចលើកមុនទៀតណាលោកគ្រូ
For discussion group, it can okay, I allow you to choose your classmate member, so you can join your classmate if you think that you can work with other student that it make have good communication or have good results, so you can propose by yourself. Okay, now I just ask you, Antina, how many students?
ជឿនៅក្នុងហ្នឹងដូចលោកគ្រូដូចមាន44សម្រាប់ថ្នាក់ខ្ញុំហើយចូល foreigner មួយទៀតដូច45នៅក្នុង list លោកគ្រូ
Okay, we have total 45 students.
លោកគ្រូខ្ញុំសុំសួរមួយទៀតតកតងជាមួយនឹង article ដែលលោកគ្រូឲ្យទៅអានម្នាក់មួយហ្នឹងលោកគ្រូចង់ refer ទៅអីវិញ article របៀបមិនវិញលោកគ្រូដើម្បីយកមក presentation ហើយនៅពេលណាបានពួកខ្ញុំត្រូវ start read article ហ្នឹង
បាទចំពោះ article ដែលយើងត្រូវរកហ្នឹងគឺ article ណាក៏បានបើនិយាយខ្លីគឺហៅថាជាអាចរក paper ដូចដែលស្លប់មានពាក្យ paper ហ៎ paper ហ្នឹងហើយយើងរកមើល paper ណាមួយដែលយើងពេញចិត្តយើងចង់អានដែលត្រូវជាមួយ field IT យើងមិនមែនយើងយកទៅរក paper របស់ field ផ្សេងទេណា paper ណាក៏ដោយឲ្យតែតាក់ទងមួយ IT ហើយមិនចាំបាច់ខ្វល់ថាវាជាលក្ខណៈ network ឬមួយក៏លក្ខណៈជា computer vision ឬមួយក៏ image sensing អីទេអត់ខ្វល់ឲ្យតែជាក្នុង field IT ចឹងអាចទៅរកមក article ចង់ស្ដាប់ទៅលើ paper ហ្នឹងអាច paper ឬក៏ journal ឬមួយក៏ជាមួយ paper វាអាចចែកជាច្រើនប្រភេទអាច paper ហ្នឹងគេធ្លាប់ review ឬមួយក៏អត់មាន peer review ចឹងយើងអាចយកមួយណាក៏បានអត់មានបញ្ហាទេឲ្យតែវាជា paper ដែលយើងពេញចិត្ត
ចុះលោកគ្រូបើសិនជា present ពី article ហ្នឹងលោកគ្រូអាចប្រាប់ specific ដែលថាពួកខ្ញុំនឹង present នៅអាទិត្យទីប៉ុន្មានដែរលោកគ្រូ
Okay, for presentation you will start after we finish all lesson. It means after finish lesson 8. So you will start to present your article. So I will ask you who want to present first and then next until the end or until the last person.
អូខេលោកគ្រូសំណួរចុងក្រោយមក team discussion យើងយកមកអ្នកដែរលោកគ្រូ
Okay, let me think about how many students in each group. We have 45. So I think if more people, maybe your group is not effective. I think okay, I think you can have each group have 5 students. Do you think it's enough or you want more students?
ដូចអត់ឲ្យយ៉ាងលោកគ្រូ
Okay, so I see 5 students in each group. Okay, it's fine. So now I think 5 students in each group. So please, class monitor, you can have to create an Excel file online file that you can put who in each group. For example, student A, student B, student C in group 1, student D, E, F in group 2. So you can you can create an Excel file, and then each student can access and also choose their own group. ការងារហ្នឹងយើង master យើងមិនថងមិនជួង
ខ្ញុំមិនមកដល់ទេគ្រូ Marilyn
ចឹងអូខេ master យើងជួយបង្កើតអាហ្នឹងគឺខ្ញុំចង់បានបង្កើត file Excel ហ្នឹងដាក់ថាក្រុមទី1ហ្នឹងមានអ្នកណាខ្លះឈ្មោះអ្នកខ្លះចូលមកបើខ្ញុំដឹងកុំឲ្យពិបាកយើងនេះអាចយកលីឈ្មោះសិស្សយើងក៏បានដែរក៏ដាក់ថាក្រុមទី1មានអ្នកខ្លះទៅបានហើយចាលោកគ្រូអូខេហើយយើងសុំធ្វើជា online form ដើម្បីអ្នកផ្សេងអាច access បានណាគឺយើងអាចបង្កើតឥឡូវក៏បានណាបង្កើតហើយយើង share ឲ្យគ្នាយើងទៅអូយកុំឲ្យញ៉ៃពេលទឹកខោទៅដល់ដល់ក្រុមOkay, so now I have asked class monitor to create an online file to choose who in group 1 or who in group 2 until maybe group 9, because we have 45 students, have 9 group. So you can decide which group you want to work with. It's just for a discussion when we start the class. And also I think this group can help you if you have question. Okay, you can also ask them. If they cannot answer, okay, you can ask me. It is a very good way to communicate.
Okay.
គោលក្រុមហ្នឹងយើងហៅខ្លួនឯងមិនមែនលោកគ្រូ
ហ្នឹងហើយយើងហៅខ្លួនឯងសិនទៅបើសិនជាអ្នកណាមានក្រុមចាំខ្ញុំចាប់ដាក់ចូលឲ្យ Okay, first you have to choose your own group. If you cannot find your own group, I will decide which group you have to work with. You know who I will combine 5 students in one group. You mentioned no way to say it. If you have any more questions, okay, please ask me.
Okay, thank you.
អ្នកផ្សេងមានសំណួរអីសួរមកក៏ខ្ញុំនឹកឃើញខ្ញុំអាចបន្ថែមឲ្យពីទឹកបានទៀត អ្នកផ្សេងទៀតមានសំណួរហ៎
លោកគ្រូសុំសួរមួយមាន homework ហ្នឹងមានដូចជា submit individual ដូចឆ្នាំមុនអត់
For homework about this course, I see we don't have homework. We have only assignment, no homework. This course, yeah, this course we have assignment. We have presentation. Okay, just this. គឺតើណាមានសំណួរអីផ្សេងទៀតយើងអាចសួរមក បាទ
ទូថា assignment ហើយនឹង presentation ហ្នឹងអាហ្នឹងយើងធ្វើជាក្រុមក៏ជា individual គ្រូ
presentation individual បើ assignment យើងអាចដូចឆ្នាំមុនហ្នឹងគឺយើងអាចភាសាក្រុមអាចយកចំណោយរបស់ក្រុមយើង submit បានអីតែយើង submit individual ដូចគ្នា
បាទគ្រូ
For presentation it is sure that it is individual But for assignment, okay, first you do individual and then you go to group discussion, and you can finalize the answer. So you can submit your final answer after discussion, but you submit individual. And don't forget to submit your assignment on time, otherwise your score will be deducted. Okay,
And where do
Yeah,
we
yeah.
submit the subject?
Submit the assignment, right?
Yes, exactly.
Assignment I will open or will create. Okay, create for submission. This is no problem. I will inform you after I finish to create each assignment. And I also tell you about the deadline for submission. So don't worry about this. I will inform you later. But if I forget for each assignment, you can remind me. So I can tell you a letter. Việt Nam nào mà
សួរមកចុងក្រោយមួយទៀតលោកគ្រូតង់ថា presentation អាហ្នឹងគឺ topic ដែលខ្លួនឯងឬក៏លោកគ្រូចំណេះរៀបចំមក
nó đâyគឺ topic យើងនៅខ្លួនឯងមកថាយើងរើស article ឬក៏រើស paper ណាខ្លួនឯងខ្ញុំអត់រើសឲ្យទេបើសិនជាយើងមានបញ្ហាក្នុងការរក paper ឬក៏ article ហ្នឹងយើងអាចដំបូងអាចសួរគ្នាយើងសិនទៅតើពួកគេរកវិធីបែបណាបើសិនណាគ្នាយើងអត់មានវិធីណាដឹងទេអាចសួរខ្ញុំបានបន្តទៀតបានអីពួកអីហ្នឹងហើយពួកអីអា paper ហ្នឹងខ្លះហ្នឹងគឺនៅខ្មែរយើងគឺអាចសេបានទេដោយសារតែ paper ហ្នឹងគឺគេត្រូវការបងលុយអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងអាហ្នឹងគេមានវិធីគេដើម្បីអាចសេបានគេមានប្រើអីណាផ្សេងទៅសិនពីយើងណាធ្លាប់ដឹងគឺអាចប្រាប់ទៅfor finding article I think because in Cambodia we don't have access to download or to get all article. So if you think that the article that you want to download but you cannot download it, you can ask your friend if they have a tool to download. It's okay. If not, you can ask me. So I will help you to download because I have other colleagues at foreign country such as in Belgium, so they can access all the paper. And for Anton, I think maybe you have friend in your country, so it is easy for you to find the article or paper, and you can download any paper.
Yes. Yeah.
ឃើញអញ្ចឹងបានថាបើសិនជាយើងមានបញ្ហា download ខ្ញុំគិតថាយើងអាចតាក់ទងអង្គតនទៅព្រោះគាត់អាចមានសិទ្ធិ access បានព្រោះគាត់នៅប្រាំងអញ្ចឹងគឺ paper ទាំងអស់គឺអាច access បានហើយដោយសារនៅសាលាប្រាំងហ្នឹងគេបង់លុយដើម្បីអាចឲ្យសិស្សហ្នឹងអាច download paper យើងមកបានតែខ្មែរយើងគឺអត់មានទេអញ្ចឹងបានជា paper មួយចំនួនយើងឃើញល្អយើងចង់អានតែ download កើតទេតើយើងបង់លុយអញ្ចឹងសិនយើងជួបករណីហ្នឹងពួកយើងអាចសួរអង្គតនទៅបើសិនជាអង្គតនអត់អាចជួយយើងបានយើងអាចមកសួរខ្ញុំទៅខ្ញុំជួយ download ឲ្យអញ្ចឹងភ្ជាប់មកវិញគេអ្នកនឹងសួរខ្ញុំល្មុនខ្ញុំមុនហ្នឹងខ្ញុំដូចជាភ្លេចឆ្លើយចង់សួរថាតើការងារអាន article ឬ paper ហ្នឹងចាប់ដើមពីពេលណា so as I told you for your finding article it should be start from today or next week if you have time you can start today or if not you can start next week it is better if not if you delay to find your article it means you will delay for reading also for making oral presentation so it is your problem your own problem not my problem so I recommend you to find the article or a paper from today it is convenient that you have more time to read or to decide that which article you want like to read or which paper you want to know, so you can compare and you can proofreading, and then you can decide which article that is suitable for you or you want to read it more than other paper or other article. ចឹងពួកយើងសូមចាប់ផ្ដើមពីថ្ងៃហ្នឹងទៅល្អបើសិនជាណាគេថាថ្ងៃហ្នឹងអត់ទនេទេយើងអាចចាប់ផ្ដើមបន្តិចក្រោយយ៉ាងយូរផុតចាប់ផ្ដើមទៅតែបើសិនមានបញ្ហាដូចខ្ញុំប្រាប់មិញហ្នឹងបញ្ហាដល់រកកើតអីហ្នឹងចាំតាក់ទងតាមខ្ញុំក្រោយនេះពួកយើងច្បាស់ហើយ
អត់ទៅលោកគ្រូខ្ញុំសួរថា article ហើយជាមួយនឹង topic អីហ្នឹងគឺយើងធ្វើយ៉ាងណាឲ្យតាក់ទងជាមួយនឹង technology ឬក៏ខាងផ្នែកណាផ្សេងវិញលោកគ្រូ
ខ្ញុំអត់ខ្វល់ជាមួយ technology ឬខ្វល់ជាមួយអីគឺខ្ញុំខ្វល់តែយើង search article គឺនៅក្នុង field IT
បាទលោកគ្រូ
ហ្នឹងហើយមិនមែនយើងទៅ search ទៅរកខាងផ្នែក chemical ឬក៏ខាងផ្នែក mechanic ឬក៏ផ្នែក អូខេតែយើងធ្វើតាមខ្ញុំអត់ចង់បានអញ្ចឹងគឺថាយើងរៀន IT យើងត្រូវទៅរក field IT មកគេតោះណាមានសំណួរអីតទៀតទេគេណាផ្សេងមានសំណួរអីសូមសួរមកចឹងឥឡូវយើងអត់តមានសំណួរគេអាចចាំសួរពេលតបទៀតបានអីហ៎ Okay, I know I have an idea for Antoine. I think that if you feel very difficult to understand my lesson, it means the content, but no explanation. So I think that if some part that you very hard or difficult to understand, you can ask me so I can have spend some time to explain you in English. But I cannot explain all the part in the lesson. Just some part that you feel very difficult, so I can help you. Is it okay, Anton? Okay, chuyện ấy chẳng hay bây giờ ai đẹp con tới ông phép ông toán sinh cả này con miền Pành Hà một vụ chia nhóm tăng research methodology ឬក៏ event testing អាចឲ្យគាត់នឹងរកចំណុចណាដែលក្នុងមេរៀនដែលគាត់គិតថាពិបាកយល់ខ្លាំងមែនតើហ្នឹងឲ្យសួរខ្ញុំមកអាចផ្ញើសារខ្ញុំតាម Telegram ចាំខ្ញុំបញ្ចូលទៅវិញ For this research methodology I think it's not have much problem, but for image processing maybe a little bit difficult. Okay, I want to know about background or from Anton. Anton, have you studied any course related to image processing?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Have you studied any course which relate to image processing?
No, not yet.
No, so you don't have any background on image, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, so I think maybe you feel for the subject image processing maybe a bit difficult for you, because I think that even Cambodian students they will feel difficult too, because it is a new course for them. They don't have background on image or they don't have studied any course related to image processing. But if you have studied any course which focus on AI. I think maybe it just help you a little bit, yeah, for AI, but not much.
Yeah, not that much.
Yeah, because AI is different from image processing. I understand. So it is your special case. So if you feel difficult on subject image processing, okay, please send a message to me in my personal Telegram. Yeah, did you get it, Antoine?
Yeah, sorry, I had a internet problem, but yeah.
Okay. So, okay, I repeat. It means if you have any problem and you want to communicate with me, okay, you can send me by my personal Telegram. You can send your voice because maybe voice is better that I know what is your question or what is your point that you don't understand. So I can explain you in English.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the best way to solve your problem.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah. យើងបន្តទៀតចឹងកុំឲ្យយើងនេះតានេះអត់មានអីត្រូវមកស្មានយ៉ាង This is just prerequisite knowledge. It means before you study this subject, what subject you should know or what courses that you have to know before you study this subject. So it is not much requires. Just you have to know the basic knowledge on surfing information. It means you have experience on search information in internet, or you have familiar with Google search engine or some other search engine. So it is just if you have the experience, maybe it is better for you. And another point, I mean, you have experience in reading article or in reading paper. At least you have read the newspaper or you read magazine or you read advertisement. Okay, it is just knowledge that can help you because our subject we need to read. So if you have experience reading this kind of material, so it is okay. And the last point, I mean, you can analyze this concept. It means you have. It is better that you can make critical thinking, or you have solve some problem by you analyze and propose your solution. It is better for become this student. For you have studied with me last year subject human component. I think you have this because I have taught you that how you analyze, how you design, and how you evaluate. So this concept is better, so you can apply this concept for this subject. And the most point is mean you have to make a positive thinking. Positive thinking is mean that you open your mind to accept other people comments, feedback, and suggestion. If you follow the negative thinking, it means that you don't accept other comment or other suggestion from other people. You don't accept it. You just listen, but you ignore everything. You ignore. You don't accept anything. It is negative thinking. If you have a positive thinking, so you can judge and you can analyze, and then you can make your own way to adapt or to practice. And for the second image here or second figure here, it talk about attitude impact outcome. So the horizontal axis, it talk about attitude. The vertical axis, it talk about chain of success. So I think this you have I have explained you last year to the same slide here. So I just briefly explain here. Okay, for your attitude, if you think that you feel that just say you want to know, you just think, but you don't do it, so the chance of success is still low. But if you did, it means if you want to do something and then you do it or you practice it, so you will have chance of success is very high. But if you just I will do it, I want to do it, but you don't do it, so chance of success is still low. It is, for example, the easy way, the simple way is that you want to pass your course. For example, you want to pass my course research methodology. So if you want to pass, you have to do it. It means you have to learn, you have to study. If you don't study, you just think that I want to pass, but I don't learn, I don't do it. I just think, I just want to pass, but not study. So the chance of success or to pass the subject is still low. It is a simple example. And I have some question. Okay, 4 questions for yourself. Okay, not me. Okay, this question I think you have seen last year, but I think for Antoine maybe he can have idea to answer. But I don't want your answer. Just answer by yourself and keep it by yourself. Because this question just the objective of these 4 questions. Just want to know that what is your future goal and what do you want to do when you graduate a bachelor degree. For example, after you graduate, you want to be a manager, or you want to be a teacher, or you want to be just coaching or training or trainer. Okay, other things. So you have to define yourself that what you want to become. If you don't have this goal or this wish, maybe your future is still blur or still black, and you cannot see it clearly. I can give you an example for PhD research. For PhD research, they want to research on a topic, so they have to define their own way. For example, they have to know that which goal that do they want to achieve, and which path or which method they have to apply in order to achieve their goal. This the way that you have to know about yourself. If you don't make the goal, you don't make the objective, so you cannot achieve it, and it still you can sometimes you go to the wrong way because you don't know clearly about yourself. So it can the simple word is can say that you spend your time for nothing. It is just your answer by yourself. You can keep it and can see it for the future. Okay, I think that's all for my present today. So we can go back if you have question, suggestion, or problem, you can tell me. តោះពួកយើងអ្នកណាមានសំណួរមានបញ្ហាមានសំណូមពរយើងអាចលើកឡើងបានឥឡូវពួកយើងនៅលឺទេ
លោកគ្រូ
Create អីចឹងខ្លាចពួកយកលឺខ្ញុំពួកអី internet ខ្ញុំខ្សោយតោះចឹងយើងណាមានសំណួរអីទៀតទេអូខេខ្ញុំបិទ share screen សិនសុខៈនៅយើងOkay, now I see Marilyn has created a file to decide who want to work with other students. It means each group have 5 students, so you can choose your own group. And if you have any question, any suggestion or problem, you can ask me now. Or if not now, you can start later or next day. If you want question, you still can communicate with me in the group. I have create. Okay, just not create. I just rename your previous group from next year. I change it to itc.rm.2122. So if you have any question, have any problem, you can write in this group, so you can communicate. អញ្ចឹងយើងអាចជួយ add អង្គតនចូលក្នុង group ហ្នឹងហ្មងទៅកុំឲ្យគាត់បាក់ចូល តោះពួកយើងអ្នកណាគេមានសំណួរមានអីហ៎
លោកគ្រូសុំសួរមួយនៅពេលដែលយើង discussion present នៅក្នុងថ្នាក់ឆ្លើយសំណួរហ្នឹងយើងនិយាយជាខ្មែរតើហើយមិនអង់គ្លេសណាលោកគ្រូ
Okay, this one. So, okay, for your question, should we answer the question in Cambodian or in English? So now I think okay, let me see. It means if English is better, but I'm not sure that other students can understand well. So now, okay, I will make just one which just make as sample or make as hypothesis. So I will allow you to answer in Cambodian, first week. If I ask feedback from Anton, if Anton feel not understand, maybe next section or next class we will answer in English. Okay, let's do like this. Maybe it's better. So, in brief, I think first class for answering the question, they will answer in Cambodian. But after finish answering, okay, I will ask Anton if you have feel that it is not understand or not comfortable. Maybe next section I will ask them to answer in English.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I think we do like this is better because some part maybe because the subject I think is no problem for just speak in Cambodian. ចឹងប៉ុន្តែបើសិនពួកយើងអាចថានរណាគេដែលគាត់ អាចបញ្ចូលបានជាអង់គ្លេសល្អក៏យើងបញ្ចូលអង់គ្លេសទៅអត់អីទេអត់បញ្ហាទេក្រុមណាដែលគាត់អាចនិយាយអង់គ្លេសបានយើងនិយាយទៅក្រុមណាដែលគាត់ថាពិបាកនិយាយអង់គ្លេសយើងអាចនិយាយខ្មែរមកហើយចាំយើងមើលតាមទៀតចឹងមកទឹកដំបូងយើងត្រូវតេស្តមើលសិនចាំមើលទឹកនឹងមានបញ្ហាអីចាំយើងគិតទៅទឹកក្រោយទៀត
លោកគ្រូប្រហែលជាអត់មានបញ្ហាទេដឹងពីព្រោះanswer យើងរាយនៅក្នុង chat ជាអង់គ្លេសបន្ទាប់មកយើងគ្រាន់តែ describe វាជាខ្មែរវិញ
បាទអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងមកខ្ញុំថាខ្ញុំសាកមើលសិនបើសិនជាអង្គតន់គាត់ចាប់អត់បានទេខ្ញុំគិតថាទឹកខុសទៅអាចដូរទៅអង់គ្លេសតែបើសិនជាគាត់ចាប់បានខ្ញុំគិតថាអីទេអញ្ចឹងណាតែខ្ញុំថាដាក់មកទឹកដំបូងហ្នឹងគឺអាចនិយាយខ្មែរសិនទៅចាំមើលមិនចាំមើល feedback សិនហើយលោកគ្រូផ្សេងទៀតហ្នឹងគាត់បរៀនគាត់មាន discussion អីអត់ដូចអត់ផងលោកគ្រូដូចអត់បរៀនតាម style ហ្នឹងផងអញ្ចឹងគាត់ដល់ម៉ោងគាត់បរៀនយកហ្មងបញ្ចូលហ្មង
ដូចបញ្ចូលចឹងហ្មង
បាទព្រោះខ្ញុំអត់ចង់ធ្វើលក្ខណៈបញ្ចូលចឹងទេវាបញ្ចូលចឹងវាអាចគិតថាបើបញ្ចូល face to face គូក្តារឃ្លានគូវិសអីវាមិនសូវមកបើសិនយើងបញ្ចូលចឹងថាគ្រូគាត់មានអី add ថែមដូចថាគូថែមនៅលើ screen អីហ្នឹងប្រហែលជាបានល្អថែមតែក៏វាមិនដូចយើងរៀនក្នុងថ្នាក់ face to face បញ្ចូលផ្ទាល់ហ្មងទេអញ្ចឹងបើគិតទៅឥឡូវហ្នឹងបើនិយាយចំទៅគឺភាគច្រើនគឺគេapply student center អញ្ចឹងថាគេឲ្យសិស្សហ្នឹងរៀនខ្លួនឯងគ្រូគាត់បញ្ចូលណែនាំបន្ថែមទៅលើចំណុចណាដែលពួកយើងអត់ចូលច្បាស់អញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាពួកយើងរៀនរបៀបហ្នឹង student center ហើយយើងអត់បានរៀនមុនយើងអត់មានសំណួរអីមុនអញ្ចឹងពេលចូលមករៀនយើងប្រកាសជាមានអារម្មណ៍ថាយើងពិបាករៀនណាយើងចូលរៀនមិនយំឆ្នាំមុនយើងដឹងហើយថាពេលដែលយើងមកថ្នាក់យើងគ្រាន់តែសួរសំណួរ discussion ទៅយើងគិតថាយើងអត់បានមើលមេរៀនមុនយើងបាក់ឆ្លើយសំណួរហ្នឹងយើងបាក់ធ្វើការងារជាមួយគេអញ្ចឹងវាធ្វើឲ្យយើងមានអារម្មណ៍ថាយើងរៀនទៅអត់យល់ចឹងហ្នឹងគឺជាកំហុសរបស់យើងហើយពួកខ្ញុំបានប្រាប់ច្បាស់ថាយើងត្រូវរៀនមុនយើងត្រូវធ្វើអីមុនដើម្បីអាចចូលមកក្នុងថ្នាក់យើងអាចធ្វើការងារទៅវារលូនគ្រូផ្សេងទៀតគាត់នៅតែធ្វើអារបៀបថា traditional ដែរខ្ញុំអត់មានអីព្រោះ style រៀនគាត់ខុសគ្នាអញ្ចឹងយើងមិនអាចឲ្យគាត់មកតាមខ្ញុំឲ្យខ្ញុំទៅតាមគាត់អត់ទេតាមយើងមានបទពិសោធន៍ experience មកយើងធ្លាប់រៀនមកយើងដឹងថាធ្វើទៅវាមានប្រសិទ្ធភាពប៉ុណ្ណាយើងអាចដឹងបានចឹងមុខវិជ្ជាអូខេ for this subject or this course I think it's no problem but for subject or course image processing maybe you have more problem than this course so I recommend you to study more on my subject image processing more than this course because image processing it is new for you. It's technology, it is okay. It is just general knowledge, general research. It is not focused on technical or on specific field. But image processing is specific field, specific technique that you have to understand. You have to know. If you don't understand or you don't know, so you cannot learn or cannot get benefit from this course, and it can make yourself feel very difficult to follow my course as my own experience. This course when I study I had a mission in French, they call a missionaire from France, that he speak in French and explain everything in French. Okay, practical work also conduct in French. So some students, they feel not comfortable, or they feel that they cannot understand the lesson much. And his teaching style is a teacher center. It means he teach when the class start. He teach, he explain. He don't have a recording or explanation before the class. So it is very it's been not efficient. If the student don't understand some point, they cannot has more time to find more information about it, or to discuss more on it. So if you can study first, you will know which point you don't understand, so you can search for detailed information or other support document in order to understand it. And if you still don't understand it in class, you have chance to ask question. So I will explain you more on that point. So I think it is better. It's a good way. I know this feeling. I have experience, my own experience, so I know. That's why I asked Anton to study this course before, as much as possible, in order to understand my subject or my course. And in the class, he can have question and at some point that he cannot follow. So I can give you a clue for Anton. I recommend you to study at least 2 lessons before my class start. So in this period, you have much time to study again and again, and also you have more time to note and to find your question in order to understand the whole lesson. Because in practicing, you will have practical work. It is not like this. I just talk in here, but I should talk on Thursday. Thursday we talk more. I just tell you about this a little bit. Okay, so back to our class. Okay, we still have a little bit time. So you have any question, any suggestion, or any problem, you can tell me. ពីតោះពួកយើងណាគេទៀតមានសំណួរមានបញ្ហាមានសំណុំពរអាចលើកឡើងមក ពួកយើងអត់មានសំណួរទៀតទេ you don't have more question.
Not for me.
តោះអ្នកផ្សេងមានសំណួរអី អត់មានទេអញ្ចឹង that's okay. So if you have question, you can ask me in the group. ពួកយើងអាចជួយ add មានណាគេអាចជួយ add អង្គតចូលក្រុមទេ Marilyn.
Group Telegram មែនលោកគ្រូ
ហើយ group Telegram ខ្ញុំបង្កើតមិនកើតខ្ញុំ rename ឈ្មោះឲ្យហ្នឹងដាក់ថា ITC គឺយើងតាមផ្សេងៗឲ្យ this have to add okay Tao chẳng có thà lên bên ấy nhầm lên bên ấy thời thèm rồi đấy. Mình dùng ăn mình sầm nô tiền đấy. So okay, all of you no more question or suggestion. I think this class can be end. Okay, before end the class, I have just remind you that you should watch the lesson or study the lesson before the class start. So next week we will start lesson 1. So please, in this week, you have to watch the video lesson that I explained you with answer all question in the discussion for lesson 1. And if you have more time, please watch lesson 2 or 3. It is in order to know in advance before the class, so you will have more idea or have more question to ask me during the class. If you don't spend your time for your own watching or answering the question, so in class you will be difficult to communicate with other classmates because you don't know the lesson. How can you answer the question? And meanwhile, you don't have idea for the question. Okay, so this is important. It is applied both on my subject, research methodology, and also image processing. Okay, that's all for today, I think. At last, okay, thank you, everybody, and goodbye. We can meet for next week.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Akon.
Con local.